What's up, Jesus lovers? So I got a question. But what about your friends though? Should you put 100% into somebody who's only giving you 20%? Should you put 70% into somebody who's only giving you 15% of themselves? All of your time, effort, energy into something that doesn't equally benefit you? I heard this quote: if any relationship does not give birth to change, then any future association is unnecessary. That person is just benefiting off taken from you and you're not getting anything in return. That just doesn't seem like it's really a friendship. Proverbs 18:24 talks about a man that has friends must show himself to be friendly. That's if you want to get friends. But there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother, and his name is, you got it, Jesus. It's really easy to get people to start talking because they love talking about themselves. So you ask the right questions and they'll just start talking, and you can start building friendships. Every friendship should have standards and boundaries that you share with them. They shouldn't have to guess what you like or dislike, or what offends you sometime and what doesn't, because they're not mind readers. But if somebody knowingly and willingly and consistently know your standards and boundaries and keep crossing them, what does that say to you? Is that really your friend? No one should be comfortable making you uncomfortable. Say this with me: everybody who wants me can't have me. Everybody who wants to be a part of your life cannot. You can't always allow everybody to have access to you because you're giving, you're loving, and you always supporting and showing up, and they don't support you in your events or whatever you have. Now, if I only celebrate myself one day out of 365 days, I expect you to show up. Unless it's like at a place that offends your religion preference or something like that. Now, I definitely ain't showing up. You can't catch this minister somewhere she ain't supposed to be. But we seriously can do something else on a different day, or go out to eat or something to celebrate you, or go somewhere else that's fun. You show up. We support those who support us. You could take that vacation day to go and support your friend for something important they have. That's not asking a lot. When you put a lot into a friendship, you expect to reciprocate it back. You may be able to put a little more into a friendship, and they may be trying to give you their all, but it may be less than what you give because you are not the same people. They don't think like you. They don't do everything like you. They don't have the same love language like you. So don't get mad if you feel like you may be putting more into the friendship when they're giving a lot as well. I know sometimes I feel like I'm a bad friend at times because I just don't have the time. From when I was always working and going to school and having the kids and having like their events and everything. I can't be everything you need me to be when I got 3 little people who's depending on me for everything. I am stretched. So you may need another friend for that. My friends should be able to be flexible around my time too. And it's sometimes where my best friends like get me and be like, hey, listen, I need some BFF time. And I was like, uh-oh, okay. I'm flexible. You pick the place, the time, where you want to go. What do you need to do? You need to share your heart with me? Okay, I'm there. Let's do this. Because it's not like they need me all the time. But when they like really zone in like that, best friend time is necessary. Watch the friends that you pick. I'm at the age right now that the friends that I get is usually God sent. Listen, guess what? People will be attracted to your light. So you really got to be careful and don't add friends to your life who just leech off of you and just take from you, especially if they see Jesus shining through you. When people are at peace and they're comfortable, they want to stay in your presence. But everybody can't come because birds of a feather flock together. And you have to watch who you put in your circle, because you see, you can start talking like them, being influenced by them, and they're influencing you more than you're influencing them and trying to get them to come to church. My senior year, God gave me a word and told me, I have a calling on your life, but you desire to run with the crowd and I'm not even going to allow you to. And God said, it's a separation coming to your life. And I'm like, oh goodness, who is he talking about I'm going to be separated from? Not my best friends. Because I had 5 after senior year, I really knew who my friends were. And God knew that I was so loyal to them. Even if they was right, they was wrong, bruh, I got your back. We ride out at dawn. Let's go. Right? He knew that they had to do something to me in order for me to actually let them go. And they did. And I was so hurt and torn, and I could not believe the betrayal that my friends did to me. That's the time where I had a lot of quiet time. And I built my relationship with God even more so. And I fasted. I prayed. I sought God, and he became really the lifter of my head, the lover of my soul, my best friend, my secret keeper. I could lean on him for everything. I became content with Christ. And that's probably why I'm really like an introvert now. Maybe 70% introvert, 30% extrovert, because I have to minister at times. Of course, that was when we were teenagers. And when I became older, a few of them reached out to me and like apologized. And the big thing is, friendships require love, trust, empathy, kindness, honesty, respect. It's a give and take type of thing. It's a lot, even when you just let them know that, hey girl, I am here for you, whatever you need. Doing something nice for them or being thoughtful from time to time, treating them at times. You should know your friends' love language too as well. Being available at times when it inconveniences you, that says a lot. Friendships take communication, sharing, because hey, listen, I'm not about to spill all my guts to you and then you don't tell me nothing about nothing of your life. Yeah, no. Don't go mute. Okay, then I'm going to watch what I share with you too. But I have some friends who I share some things with, and I have some friends that I share other things with because I know their personalities, who can receive certain things that I say. It was funny. I was talking to my friend one day, and she was telling me something that I said or did when I was 17. And I didn't even remember it. I didn't have no recollection of it. And I'm just like, shoot, I hate that I even said that, especially if it offended you, because words have power. Remember how they said sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me? That's a lie. Words hurt. People remember it. And then they'll tell you about it later, possibly. And some adults are even still struggling with the words that was said to them when they were younger and in therapy now from it. So don't hold that 17-year-old. Like, I can't, the friends that betrayed me, I can't hold what they did at 17 to now. The same mindset they had at 17, they're not going to have the same mindset at 21. They're not going to have that same mindset at 27. They're not going to have that same mindset at 37. That's something that they did when they were younger. It destroyed the friendship at the time. But if you feel guilty about something that you did or said when you was younger, just apologize. Reach out. Send a DM. Like or comment on their stuff and just say something nice. Because they may still be harboring that. And people do change. A lot of people do mature after a certain amount of time. You may not always get that apology, but it's still okay. You can still move on from there. But don't hold something that they did or said until 30, 40 years later, especially depending on what it was. One thing I know is your words are important. Even the advice you give to your friends. But your delivery is everything. Because correction should be done out of love. So you can have like the right message, but if your delivery is wrong, it will not be received. So you have to say it in the right way. I was sharing something with my friend and she totally disagreed with me. And when people disagree with you, that don't mean that they don't like you, you don't like them, you can never talk again because you disagree on certain things. You just disagree, but you can still be friends. But they totally disagree with me. I was so annoyed. Really? And then they kind of checked me on it, but out of love. And I went back home. It was resting on my soul. Like, I know she didn't say A, B, and C. How she even questioned me about? But I was like, you know what? She's absolutely right. Because I was looking like, what was her intentions behind what she said? Was she right? She's not jealous of me. I'm the one that was sharing something with her. So she was just telling me her opinion about what I shared. And she disagreed, and I was actually wrong. So you should have people in your life who's not yes against, who don't just go along with everything you say, whether you're right or wrong. They should be able to disagree with you, and you shouldn't get offended when they tell you certain things. They should be able to tell, hey, you wrong. You might need to go apologize. Hey, you got to pray about that. Surround yourself with some saved, godly friends. People who will pray you through. I believe Psalms 1:1 talks about, blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor sit in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And he meditates on the law day and night. You have to watch who you sit in the presence of. And you know women don't like being wrong, so you can't be right all the time. Accept correction out of love. When you're in a position of leadership, you better know that your words hold weight to it. A lot of people will listen when you speak on certain topics or certain things. God gave me a dream years ago. By your words, you will be judged or condemned. God told me, James 3:1, and it talks about taming the tongue. And it says that not many of you should become teachers, my fellow believers, because you know that we who teach will be judged more strictly. You got to watch what you say. You got to watch what you do. You got to watch when people come and talk to you and vent to you about their business. You cannot mishandle God's people, especially if he sent them to you and he's giving you the words to say to them. Your silence on some things speaks volumes. You can't be silent when somebody is always doing wrong. You have to say something about it. When we get to heaven, we want to be able to be surrounded by the people that we love and was hanging around with on earth. We want to hang with them in heaven too. And remind them, hey, Jesus said we can't do this. You're wrong for that. You might need to go and apologize. Because look at some people who go crazy because they have yes against surrounding them, thinking that they're God, thinking that they're untouchable, thinking that they got to the place that they are because of themselves. No. And another thing, you're not Jesus. You cannot save everybody. It's wrong for some friends to put that on you as if you're supposed to be the key and the source for their happiness and they want you to become their savior. No, Jesus is your savior. You have to have your own relationship with God. God is the only one that can keep you happy. You and him. And sometimes they get themselves into some troubles that they may have to sit in. They may have to deal with the consequences of their actions. I love you, but I cannot be your crutch. You have to lean and depend on the Lord. You have to get up off my couch. You have to go home. It's only so much that I can do for you. Don't get mad when some of your friends are not available all the time for you, because life be lifing for everybody at times. When some of my friends shut down or not answering or responding like normal, I'm like, okay, they must, I'd be like, oh, they being a little funny acting right now. But I always revert back to my good friends. We can always pick up where we left off, even if we haven't talked in a month, 2 months from the last conversation. They're busy doing other things too. Let me let them know that I'm here if they need me. Here's a text. Hey, I love you. Let me know if you need anything. I'm praying for you. I see that you're moving just a little bit different, but something major must be going on in your life right now. But I got your back. Let me know if you need me to fast with you. You're also, when you go through things that's major, you cannot disregard and minimize the things that they're going through and their feelings because it doesn't seem as massive as yours. You still can show love in certain ways. I remember I felt my friend. I felt that they was going through tough, but I was going through so tough too. And all I could do is just pray for them. Like, I have nothing for you. All I have is prayer and a pat, a hug, prayer for you. Jesus got to come through and do the rest, because there's nothing that I can do. I don't even have the energy for it this month. Know that all of your friends are different, especially from you. You all think different, act different, talk different. They're different. Proverbs 2:11. Discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep you. Let your understanding keep you. I understand that this friend is different. Sometimes you expect them to act just like you. Hey, I give them A, B, and C. They should give me A, B, and C. Whatever it is. They are not you. You have to lower your expectations of people at times, especially so you don't be disappointed. They may not perceive things like you. They may not understand things like you. Everybody is different. Galatians 6:1-2 talks about, brother and sisters, if someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. But watch yourselves, because you may also be tempted, so you can only go as close. You do not want to be pulled into the fire too. And the Bible talks about carry each other's burdens. And in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. When God was talking about separating me from those friends, I thought that I was influencing them, but they were infecting me more. And the things that they were doing, I started doing. So God was like, oh no, I'm cutting this off at the root. You will have to spend less time with friends who's not chasing after God, because you still need people who's saved, delivered, set free, who can help pray you through whatever tests and trials that you're going through, who can fast with you, who can help pull you out so you can pull others out. John 15:13, there's no greater love than this, than the one who laid down his life for his friends. And you know who laid down their life? Jesus. He will continuously be the friend that you need. Matthew 22, love your neighbor like yourself. You may have some friends who talk a lot and you can't get a word in, or who get on your nerves from time to time. And don't just try to write people off for no major reason, just because you're irritated by them. Let them know. If you don't want to be their friend anymore, it's okay to let them know, hey, this season has come to an end. We're different. And I just feel like I'm going a certain way. Every friendship does not have to end on a bad note. Sometimes it's no ill will. You added to my life, I added to your life. We used to be best friends and talked every single day on the phone. Now we may talk every once in a blue moon. But that doesn't mean you can't speak to them when you see them in passing. That doesn't mean they're being fake or anything. If you didn't fall off, you don't have to be enemies. But some friendships end because of lies, betrayal, you telling their secrets to the other best friend, and they're telling them to the other best friend, so the business starts getting around, not being loyal, being fake to them, not communicating or answering their calls or texts. That's just like your relationship with God. Is it even a relationship if you never call, communicate, or talk with them? Now, if your friend did that to you, what would you be ready to do? Cut them off. You can't go on ignoring somebody and thinking that you're just going to be A1. It takes time, effort, and energy. A great example of someone who had friends in the Bible was Daniel and his friends Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. When something would happen, they would get together, they would pray, they would fast, and they would expect God to change the situation. They stood on the word of God together. They helped each other, prayed each other through, and they went in a fire and they came out of the fire together. You need strong people in your life just like that. God did not put you here alone on this earth. You don't have to go through by yourself. You can easily make friends. If you don't want to make friends, stay in the house. Don't go support. Don't call. Don't text. Don't reach out. Don't comment on their stuff. You won't get friends. You don't have to be lonely. God sent us a family where no matter what we go through, we can have somebody to help us go through certain things. And be faithful and loyal in your friendship. Don't betray your friend. Be the best friend that you can be. If you want to reconnect with somebody from your past, do it. Reach out, contact them. If you need to apologize, just say, I'm sorry. You know how much an apology can do to somebody? Apologies can stop you being at war with somebody. Don't fear rejection. Conversation starters. Hey, how are you? Oh, you look nice today. I love those shoes that you have on. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in so long. It's okay to speak to even old friends who you haven't seen in years. You don't even have to hold a conversation if you don't want to. Wave. Even if like some of your old friends who used to go to your church, now they're in a different season and they go somewhere else, you can speak. Love you. Have a blessed day. It's simple. You don't have to be fake or funny acting. There's no hard feelings. Speak and keep it moving. They are not your enemy. Now you know what friendships consist of. Everybody can't have access to you. Send some lunch money. Hey, I'm going to treat you for lunch today just because I love you. Keep in constant communication with your friends every now and then. Just say, hey, have a good week. Hey, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you have a blessed day today. And this doesn't have to be every single day. Be able to receive correction, knowing that they're not jealous of you. They love you. They have great intentions behind what they said. And make sure your delivery is A1. Do not try to correct somebody in a harsh way. People don't like that. They ain't gonna receive it. Remember, Jesus lovers, you might be the only loving, consistent, loyal friend that somebody may meet. So represent Jesus to the best of your ability while his light is shining through you to them.